Alright, so today we're looking at the best RTX 3060 budget gaming PC that gives you really good value for money for under $1,000. So hey, if you like the video, please press on that like button. If you want to see more videos of that kind, subscribe. That really helps me out a ton, guys, and helps more people watch this video. And this PC is actually really capable of playing a lot of games at 240 FPS like Valorant, for example, Fortnite, CSGO, a lot of these FPS intensive games it will deliver. And when it comes to the GPU intensive games like God of War, Cyberpunk, Red Dead Redemption, you name it, this GPU would deliver. It's a really good PC, a really well-rounded CPU GPU combo that I think a lot of people would like, as you are looking from the benchmarks right now. So hey, without wasting any more time, let's get to it. So hey, for the CPU, we're looking at the Intel Core i5-12400F. This is a CPU that goes for $200, somewhere in that territory. Sometimes it goes for $180. In my opinion, this is one of the best value for money gaming CPUs right now. It gives you really good performance, kind of like high-end like performance. It's actually better than the Ryzen 5 5600X in terms of performance. The CPU intensive test is far better, but like 5 to 10%. When it comes to gaming, they are pretty much the same, but in a lot of cases the Intel is a superior CPU for gaming. So hands down, this is my option. This is my go-to CPU option right now because it gives you really good value. It goes for $180, sometimes $200. But overall, this is the CPU to go for this PC. As for the board, we're looking at something pretty basic, an H610M board, but hey, it's got all the bells and whistles you need. It's got PCIe Gen 4 and the 2 support. The only caveat is that it only has 2 RAM slots, but hey, that's okay. You can add up to, I believe, 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, so this board only supports DDR4. And it's got PCIe Gen 4, I believe I said that, but hey, it goes for $80, and I'm really, into buying budget boards, the boards that don't require paying a lot of money on, just to house your parts. And since you're not overclocking, it's okay to go cheap on. So hey, the RAM, we're looking at 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM to 8 gigabyte sticks. That goes for around 3200 megahertz in terms of the frequency, because CPU, the i5-12400F, only supports at around that same frequency, and I guess it gets the job done. You can play any game without having any problem. As for the SSD, we're looking at 1 TB M.2 NVMe SSD that goes for around $75. WD is my favorite, choice. There are a lot of actually good options that provide the same performance and reliability, but 1 TB seems to be a really good space, for you as a budget gamer. You can play a lot of games and you can store a lot of things in your library. So yeah, I'm hands down into going with 1 TB over anything else, unless it's higher, And having an SSD is a breeze, fast boot up times and loading speeds. I really love that in my SSD. So hey, you can't complain too. As for the GPU, and you can tell what it is, we have the RTX 3060, and this is a GPU that goes for around $485 on Amazon right now, $450 on Newegg. So it depends on where you want to get it from. But overall, this is one of the best budget GPUs right now you can buy brand new. I think it can play any game at 1080p ultra settings. You can play a lot of games at 1440p. You can play games at 240 frames per second. It's from Nvidia. So Nvidia is really well known at playing games at high FPS like Valorant, Fortnite. A lot of games that require playing at high frame rates. Nvidia really delivers more than AMD. For some reason, I'll never know, but maybe it's a support or something like that. But hey, I really like this GPU. $450 seems to be an okay deal for the time being. It can only get cheaper, guys. But given what it is, having an RTX 3060 gaming PC in a $1,000 budget seems to be too good to be true if I told you that like 3 months ago. As for the case and power supply, I really don't remember the case model, but I think it's a pretty cool looking case. I only love the cases. I think it's from Intermax. It looks really good. I saw a video of it on RTX channel, the $700 gaming PC, and I was like, wow, where did he find that? It's a really good case, guys, a really good looking case. And you can check out also RTX. I'll leave his link in the description of his channel. It's a pretty cool channel, So yeah, really good looking case. White, it's got that marble like case, The RGB looks really crispy. I mean, it's a very visually pleasing case, Yeah, I really would recommend you take a look at that one. As for the power supply, we're looking at around 550 to 600 watt of 80 plus bronze certified power supply from EVGA or another brand that's more reliable. But let me tell you, 600 watts seems to be more than enough, or 550 even for the future upgrades. And yeah, I think this is a really good gaming PC given what it provides, and for $1,000 this is a really good price point for the performance. It's not actually $1,000, it's pretty much like $900 to $850. So hey, if you like the video, press on that like button. If you want to see more videos of that kind, subscribe please. See you in the next one, and peace.